man? I don't know. I will ask her. Excuse me, miss. You got tuna? But, sir, we do not have tuna. Oh, man, forget it. I'm out of here. I'll never come back here. This place is crazy. There ain't no pig in here. I'm going to Timmy Ho's. Thank you for coming, sir. Goodbye.
This is a breaking news alert. The summit in Singapore. Let's head over to Wilbert, our correspondent in Singapore.
Thanks, John. We're just moments away from the president and the leader of North Korea meeting face to face for the very first time. Here they come.
Hey, Kim. Nice to meet you finally.
Thank you for meeting me, Most Honorable Donald.
How was the trip?
It was a beautiful limousine. Thank you. May I say your hair looks exceptionally blonde today.
Thanks a lot, Kim. I was going to compliment you on your haircut, too. Who's your barber?
It's one of Dennis Rodman's friends.
Oh, I talked to him earlier. He was bawling his eyes out.
Well, shall we begin?
First, we gotta take pictures. Suck in the gut a little.
I'll do my best, Most Honorable Donald.
Remember, this is huge.
How's this for a smile?
Oh, it looks like you're happy. Like big league happy. You ready?
Yes, I am.
Mr. President, what are you going to talk about?
That's classified. Thanks for the questions. We're gonna go inside now. Stormy's waiting for us.
Well, there they go, John. The president and the leader of North Korea in a historic summit right here in Singapore. This is Wilbert Hillbilly. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
Well, that's it for that beer. Leroy, you want to give me another beer? Okay, Uncle Shady. Make sure it's cold this time.
You want me to get that, Uncle Shady?
No, Leroy, I'll handle it. You just get that beer.
Okay, Uncle Shady.
Caller ID. Scam likely. Oh, let's have some fun with this. Hello, Shady Superfly Sexy Service. How may I help you?
Hello, I am calling about your Microsoft computer. We noticed that you had a virus.
You guys ever find out what's making my bum itch?
Sir, this is Microsoft technical support.
No, I don't need any support. I just need you to tell me how to stop the itching.
Sir, this is Microsoft.
No, it's not soft. It's all red and bumpy. I told you.
Sir, this is Microsoft technical support. Your computer has a virus.
I know I got a virus. That's why my butt's itching. So what are you going to do about it? That's what I thought. Gets them every time. What? Arkansas? Who the hell's calling from Arkansas? Must be them calling back. Hello, Shady Superfly Sexy Service. How may I help you?
I'm looking for some hookers. Does anybody have any hookers? I need some hookers.
I know what you mean. I could use one myself. You want to go out and look for some?
Well, I can't get away from Hillary. I was wondering if you could send them FedEx.
Well, from what I remember, they like sex, but I think you have to pay more if they have to travel. If you hang on a minute, I can get the number for this girl named Monica. I believe she's mobile.
No more Monicas, please. Jesus Christ. What are you trying to fucking kill me?
I know what you mean. The last time I was with her, she almost killed me, too. Listen here. My beer's here, so I've got to let you go. Have a good day. Bye.
Who was that, Uncle Shady?
Oh, some guy who dated Monica.
Who's that, Uncle Shady?
Well, let's just say she's an intern, and I turned her in. Now let's go back to watching some television, Leroy.
Okay, Uncle Shady.
We do not allow robots in the store.
Oh, okay. Dork?
Engine service.
You better wait outside. We don't want any trouble.
Ignorant.
How may I help you?
Oh, I'd like to buy a lottery ticket.
Who did you vote for?
Oh, I didn't vote.
What you mean you did not vote?
Oh, I was frozen in cryostasis.
What is this cryostasis?
Oh, it means I was frozen solid.
Like Captain America?
Oh, well, you could say that, but just not as long.
Are you a racist?
No, I'm not a racist.
I don't believe you.
Trust me, I know. Now, can I get a lottery ticket?
Who do you like better, Israel or the Palestinians?
Oh, I don't know either one. I'm kind of new to the neighborhood.
I have one more question for you.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Do you like soccer or football?
Aren't they the same thing?
No,
Oh, well, I'm not very good at sports. I preferred Star Trek.
Okay, Uncle, I am ready to work.
Oh, hi, Abu.
Oh, hello, Nerd Eye. Nice to see you. Do you know this man? Oh, yes, we play video games together.
Is he a racist?
Oh, no, Uncle. He is not a racist. He is a scientist.
What do you want?
Oh, just give me one of those easy picks.
That would be $2.
Oh, okay, here you go.
Here's your damn ticket. Now get out of my store.
All right, I'll see you next time.
Leroy, is the geek back? I don't think so, Uncle Shady. Well, I hope he gets back soon. I'm out of beer. We're out of a lot of things, Uncle Shady. I know, Leroy. I know. What are you doing over there? Oh, I'm just checking my messages, Uncle Shady. Are you on that dating site again? Yeah, Uncle Shady. Leroy, I told you to get off that site. Ain't no woman on there worth talking to. Well, I'm talking to a couple of them, Uncle Shady. Yeah? Then why haven't you been on a date yet? I don't know, Uncle Shady. One of them said we could go out. When did she say that? About a week ago, Uncle Shady. So when you going out, Leroy? I don't know, Uncle Shady. She won't reply to me, Uncle Shady. Well, what kind of messages have you been sending? Well, I've been asking her about doing some things, but she hasn't replied to me yet, Uncle Shady. How many times have you asked her to do things, Leroy? It's 3 times now, Uncle Shady. And has she ignored you every time? That's right, Uncle Shady. Now, does she ignore you when you talk about her? No, Uncle Shady. If I ask her how she's doing, she'll tell me how she's doing. Well, that means one thing then, Leroy. She's got someone better to hang out with than you. Then why did she say she'd go out with me, Uncle Shady? She's just keeping you in the circle, Leroy. In case she doesn't have something to do one night, she'll call you up so you spend money on her. Now, what about the other girls you're talking to? Well, this one here, Uncle Shady, she seems to really like me, Uncle Shady. Well, why haven't you gone out on a date with her? Well, she's married, Uncle Shady. So she's just keeping you as a backup, too. See, she's just like the other girl. You just don't know it. I don't understand, Uncle Shady. You're just the backup, Leroy. You're there when they're either bored, lonely, or feel like doing something different than they normally do. Otherwise, Leroy, you're not important. I don't understand, Uncle Shady. Listen here, Leroy. If women ain't giving you attention, you're not important. If they're married, you're only important when their husband isn't around. It's normal behavior these days. You're in that friends with benefits zone, and normally the benefits you won't get. And when you do get it, it's only because she has time to fit you in. Uncle Shady, I don't get any of that. That's because you're not important, Leroy. Listen to what I'm saying. If the woman ain't chasing after you and making you the #1 priority above all else and finds a way to make it happen, she doesn't want you, Leroy. She only wants you around when she got the time to be around you. But the one says she really likes me, Uncle Shady. Yeah? How often do you see her? Well... Yeah, when she can sneak around all the other people. If she's only sneaking around to meet with you, Leroy, you're not #1. You're probably more like #2. Well, how do I find a good woman, Uncle Shady? These days, it's a crapshoot, Leroy. I don't know if there are good women anymore. What am I going to do, Uncle Shady? Well, you could get yourself a blow-up doll or a sex robot. But they're not real women, Uncle Shady. Yeah, well, that might be a bonus, Leroy, because that means you don't have to hear their complaining either.
All right, I'm back.
All right, where's my beer, geek?
Oh, I forgot it.
What do you mean you forgot it?
It just slipped my mind.
You must have been thinking about women.
No, I was thinking about the lottery ticket.
I'll get the phone. MW. Well, it's Maria. Hello, Maria.
Oh, you knew it was me?
Well, that's what caller ID is for. Didn't you know that? What are you calling for now?
Oh, I'm calling for a favor.
I know you're calling for a favor. That's the only time you ever call. So what the hell do you want?
Well, I can't get anybody else to do this for me. So I was wondering if you could help me out.
Help you out with what?
I'm having so much trouble with everything. I was wondering if you could help me.
Let me make this clear to you. I'm not interested. Why don't you call one of those men you go out with and have them do it?
Well, none of them were able to help.
They're finally getting smart. How about this for a novel idea? Why don't you find one man, keep him, make him happy, and then maybe you'll have someone to do stuff for you when you need it done.
But I don't want one man.
And that's why you don't have anyone to help you. With that being said, I got one more thing for you. Goodbye.
Who was that, Uncle Shady?
Oh, one of those kind of women I was warning you about, Leroy.
What'd she want?
The kind of woman that only wants you around when they need something. Now, since there's no more beer here, and the geek forgot to buy some, I'm heading out. So hold my calls until I return. Bye.
All right, Kim. We're going to have to break for now. Go back to your country for a while. Keep smiling. Be happy.
Thank you, Most Honorable Donald. I will do that. Sayonara.
Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that Japanese?
I believe so. I was just saying goodbye.
Oh, kind of like Arnold says hasta la vista, baby. I get it now. Stormy, show 'em out.
Until we meet again, Most Honorable Donald. Thank you.
Boy, what a day. One more tweet and then I'm going to bed. Hey, everyone. Just finished with Kim. Not hashtag Kardashian, but hashtag ding dong. Had a great time. It was huge. Hashtag Big Lee huge.
Mr. President, the President of Russia is on the phone for you, sir.
Tell him I can't take his call at the moment.
He's insisting on speaking with you, sir.
Tell him I'm unavailable, and I'll call him when the heat's off.
Whatever you say, Mr. President.
Now I gotta tweet about it before it becomes big league news. Hey everyone, the Big D here. Vlad just tried to call me, and I said hell no. I told you I was tough on Russia. Hashtag huge, so huge. That should keep him off my back.
Mr. President.
What do you want now?
CNN is calling, sir. They want to talk about your latest tweet.
Oh, jeez. Tell them I'm busy.
What should I tell them you're doing, sir?
Tell them I'm dropping a deuce. Forget it. Let me tweet about it. Hey, everyone. CNN's bugging the hell out of me again. Going to drop a deuce. It'll be hashtag huge.
Look at that, Uncle Shady. It's raining like crazy.
I know, Leroy. Guess it's the end of the world.
What?
Well, look at the kind of weather we've been having. Rain one day, flood you out. 2 days later, it's dry as could be.
I'm still confused.
Like I said before, Leroy, that's not hard. We got the volcanoes going like crazy. We got earthquakes. We got crazy weather. Hell, Hillary almost became president. If that's not a sign that the end of the world is near, then nothing is, Leroy.
Well, maybe it's global warming, Uncle Shady.
Don't tell me you believe in that.
Well, that's what they tell us is happening, Uncle Shady.
In the 70s, they said it was cooling.
Well, maybe it was, Uncle Shady.
Listen here, Leroy, it's really simple. First off, let's go back a long time ago to the dinosaurs. It was like Jurassic Park, but for real.
I think you mean Jurassic World, Uncle Shady.
Now pay attention to what I'm telling you.
Oh, okay, Uncle Shady.
You had the T-Rexes and the Triceratops and the Brontosaurus Rex all chilling out because it was hot as could be. See, that was called the tropical period, Leroy. And I'm not talking about that once-a-month thing from those girls from Tahiti.
What girls, Uncle Shady?
Never mind, Leroy. Just pay attention.
Okay.
Now, according to the people who study this, they tell us CO2 was greater in that period. They also tell us that there was more life during that period. So, periodly speaking, it was warmer out, period.
Yeah, but didn't all the dinosaurs die, Uncle Shady?
Well, according to the people who study this sort of thing, they claim a big old meteor asteroid big thing slammed into the Earth and caused an ice age and the extinction of all those dinosaurs.
Well, everybody knows that, Uncle Shady.
I'm trying to make a point here, Leroy. Will you just shut up?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now let me ask you a question, Leroy. Why did the Earth warm up?
I don't know, Uncle Shady.
That's no big thing, Leroy, because 3/4 of the world population don't know.
Well, what happened, Uncle Shady?
The Earth warmed up by itself. That's what happened, Leroy.
Are you sure, Uncle Shady?
Listen here, this ain't my information.
But I keep hearing on the news that it's our fault, Uncle Shady.
Leroy, you're in big trouble. Now go get me another beer before I get thirsty.
Okay, Uncle Shady.
Gotta teach that kid everything.
You've been listening to a special broadcast of the JOHN LEBANG Show.
Bangerverse, Volume 7, Donald and the Twittering Ding Dongs.